Hi students, we're here doing math and I can't believe we're already starting chapter 16. This is looking at the metric system. Last time we did measurement, we did the standard system that we use here in the United States, but we've already talked about in our science time about using metric, that when we would do our science experiments and measuring in science, that we use the metric. So we've already done a little bit with centimeters and meters, liters and milliliters. So some of those words I know are very familiar to you. We're actually going to look specifically at them the next week and a half here. Today's paper is just looking at the difference between centimeters and meters. So if you remember, in our classroom, I had that large wooden stick, and we wanted to call it a yardstick because as we're used to, remember I told you it was a meter stick, which is longer. A meter is longer. It's about 3.5 inches longer, approximately, than a yardstick, but that's our meter stick. Today's paper is just realizing that the difference between a centimeter and a meter, which one's bigger, and the significance of that. So I gave you guys, or at least you should have a ruler, either your own, or I tried to send one with you. And we talked about that, or we will when we Zoom this week. If you need a ruler, I'll make sure you get one in your next packet. But we're looking at the centimeters. So centimeters are smaller than inches, right? About almost 2.5 centimeters to equal 1 inch. So again, just knowing that centimeters are smaller than inches, centimeters are smaller than meters, and we looked at the word itself, centimeter, right? Think of the word century. Okay, the cent part here means 100. So it takes 100 meters, 100 centimeters to equal 1 meter. And that's what they're just letting us know that in the information box. Here, for number 1 and 2, they want you to estimate how long do you think these stick drawings are. So here's where you're going to guess. All right, so I want you to go ahead and fill in your guess, your estimate, about how many do you think it will be. And then after you do that, then you're actually going to get your ruler and you're going to write the actual measurement here. This is the one I'm most interested in. Okay, so you don't have to measure it and then write your because you don't want to get it wrong. It's okay to just guess here. What I'm most interested in is what actually you get. So go ahead and fill that in right now. You can pause the video and do that. And then you're going to grab your ruler and we'll do the actual measurements. Again, just like we did with inches, you have to line up, right? The zero, the line where we start, and it goes all the way to the end. So here it is 10 centimeters, the longer one, and we'll measure the shorter one here. And we have, right, again, I line up the zero with the end, and I come over here, and it goes to 7. So hopefully our answers match. The next section, they want you to think of the actual real-life object. Would your student Bible, would that be 20 centimeters tall or 20 meters? So again, when you think meters, you have to think of that long stick that we have in the classroom versus a centimeter, which, right, is a lot smaller. So this one, it would make more, a book is going to be measured in centimeters. Okay, what about a baseball bat? Would it be 1 centimeter long? No, you're right, 1 meter, that makes sense. And what about this platform ladder? Right, again, 3 meters makes way more sense because 3 centimeters, right? That's just a little more than an inch. We're not going to have a real life platform ladder like that. That makes sense. I'm sure you got that. Let's again look here, length of a pencil. would we probably be measuring a pencil using centimeters or meters? Which one would be a better? Right. Centimeters is the better one to use there. And the height of a door, we would more likely measure it using meters. You could do centimeters, but meters is going to make more sense, right? That one, I guess I would accept either way on that. Let's look at number 8. We have a story problem. Here we need to find the perimeter. Remember, perimeter is you're measuring all the way around an object. So you're going to add up the length of all the sides. Julie has a photo of flowers that she saw in the park. She wants to frame the photo with ribbon. What length of ribbon will she need to go around the photo? All right. So we need to actually measure this rectangle and fill in the measurements. We can tell, we know that it's a rectangle. So the top and the bottom are going to be the same length and the ends will be the same length. So you're going to get your ruler again, line up the 0 line and measure. So, right, the length of the sides is 6. And we need to measure the width here. So again, I line up the 0 and that is 2. Can you see that? Kind of hard. I'll come down here. That'll be a little easier. I'm going to line it up, see how it goes to 2. All right. I messed up my 6, but that's okay. We can fix that. So you should fill in the length and width on the lines for all the sides. And we're finding perimeter. So we're measuring all the way around. So we're going to add those together. So, your long sentence, 2 plus 2 plus 6 plus 6, right? 2 and 2 is 4, 6 and 6 is 12, 4 and 12 is 16, and we would label it centimeters because that's what we were using, right? So she would need 16 centimeters of ribbon. All right. Go ahead and change anything that you need to. You can go ahead and do the back side. Okay, do this back side and then click the next video and we'll go over the answers. Okay, see you next time. Bye.